Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. So today, as you heard in those clips, this was a couple days ago now, but as you heard in those clips, Kamala Harris she is really lost. That's how we need to look at this. She is a lost person that needs God. She needs Christ. I mean, those people are shouting, Jesus is King, God is Lord, like Jesus is Lord. And she said, you're at the wrong rally. She's lost. And we need to be praying for her. Today I'll be talking about praying for our enemies. We are called to pray for our enemies. And not just, we can't just look at Kamala Harris as an enemy. She is, because, she is very, she's lost, but she's not our enemy. The devil is really present in her life, and that is our true enemy, is the devil, and that's what we need to be on guard against. But praying for our enemies is not just, people or the devil. It's people that offend us, and when we are offended, we're upset, but we need to really just realize they're just as lost as everybody else. Our leaders of the world are just as lost as everybody else. But today's reading is from Matthew 5:43 through 44. And Jesus, this is the Sermon on the Mount, and Jesus says, "You have heard that it was said, 'You shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy.' But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you." So Jesus is telling us, you've heard that it is said, "You shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy." But I say to you, love your enemies. Wow, we're called to love our enemies? Seriously? Yeah, we're called to love everybody. We're called to love literally everybody. Love the person, hate the sin. That's a good motto saying right there, is love the person, hate the sin. God hates all sin. Does he hate any person? No. He hates sin. We are called to love everybody, but hate the sin. Bless those who curse you. We are called to pray blessings over those who offend us, who curse us. Crazy, right? No, it's not crazy. And pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you. We're called to pray for those who use us and persecute us. We're supposed to pray for the people who are telling us that we're insane and that, we're stupid for following Christ. Yes. And it's not so crazy as it sounds, because they're lost. We need to be praying for the lost, and whether the lost is somebody who just doesn't know and is ignorant to, even know they don't even know about Christ. Whether it's somebody like that, or it's, somebody who's persecuting you, they're both lost, and they both equally need our prayers. They both equally need Christ and God. But Kamala Harris is definitely somebody who needs God. She said, "You're at the wrong rally for Jesus." That's true. It really is. Believe them when they tell you who they are. Simple as that. I'm not saying Trump is perfect. I'm not saying Trump is our savior. He's America's savior. No, God is America's savior. If Kamala Harris wins this election, that is because God willed it to happen. Why? We don't know. We don't always know what God does. We don't need to. God has a plan. He's going to work it out for his good. And I trust that. And I'm not even worried about it. But We are called to pray for those who persecute us. Kamala Harris, she just said you're at the wrong rally for Jesus. And, you know, slander is not a good thing. If we're laughing at these people and slandering them, like, oh, Kamala Harris is such an idiot, she just said this, or, you know, she just said, you think you just fell out of a coconut tree? That's an actual saying. That she actually said that on live TV. Ridiculous. But, you know, we're not supposed, we're called to pray for these people, not laugh at them when they say stupid things. And I'll be honest, I've fallen to this sin many times in the past couple months. Many times. I mean, many of the TikToks I watch are political because I think it's so funny that Kamala Harris says these stupid things, but, you know, I'm laughing at this person and she's lost. This is what our pastor kind of talked about yesterday at church, and I knew I needed to share about it today. And like, you gotta understand, we can't just be laughing at these people. I mean, that's all I've done for the past 4 years is laugh at Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I've been doing it wrong. I need to be praying for them, talking about them in a respectful manner, the same way I would talk about Trump. I need to talk about them that way. Doesn't mean I need to glaze them and be like, yeah, they're so good. They're really good people. They're not. Neither is Trump, but Trump is a better president for sure. But that doesn't mean that, you know, I should talk about Kamala Harris and President Biden as, you know, terrible, terrible people. You know what they are? They're lost. And we need to pray for them. So quit watching those TikToks and laughing at them, and turn off your phone and pray for them. When you see those, pray for them. Don't laugh at them as they slowly kill themselves by their sins. That's what they're doing. They're sinning and they're killing themselves and sending themselves to hell because of their sin. Pray for them. Pray for those who persecute you. Pray for your enemies. That's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. God bless.